Hey everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Night Hype number 31. I'm Shelby,
All right, I'm Jay Tonic.
and thanks for joining in on Vicious Syndicate's Tuesday Night Hype. We're glad you're here, and I think we've got some pretty awesome stuff coming at you today for Tuesday Night Hype number 31. Pretty excited to take a look at what's going on this week.
Yep, so it's pretty entertaining.
Yep. So, how's your week been, Jay? You
Pretty
good?
good, pretty good. Can't complain. Just doing some Hearthstone, doing some real life stuff. Good mixture of both. Make sure you guys remember to keep Hearthstone as a balanced thing, man. Real life is also important too.
No, it's not. Don't
Debatable.
listen to him. Yeah, no, that's fair. Sometimes I think maybe I take Hearthstone a little bit too seriously. Should probably go outside more often. What is outside?
Eh,
I don't know.
overrated.
Exactly, exactly. So what are you playing on ladder right now?
So I've been beasting with Paladin, and I've been doing a lot of Ebola Paladin. Been kind of spamming it all over my Twitter everywhere. It's been doing great for me. 5 minute games, crazy win rate, can't complain. And then recently I put out my own spin to it, make it a little bit more mid-rangey. Threw a Tyrion in there, threw a Rag in there, threw some Doctor Booms, a couple of OP cards to make an OP deck a little bit more OP, and it's been doing pretty well for so far. So mostly Paladin. How
Yeah,
about you?
yeah, that sounds pretty good. I started off with some Ebola Paladin that was like strictly Ebola, and then I think you're right to add some sort of like late game finisher cards in there because it can run out of gas if you don't draw the draw card.
Hmm.
Um, but now, so I kind of switched over to Kevin Cookie's Shaman list,
Oh
which
yeah,
I hate Shaman.
me
Like
too.
Shaman is my least favorite class by far. So I'm not really sure what possessed me to start playing it. I was just so bored with everything else. I was like, all right, I guess I'm playing Shaman now. And it's surprisingly like versatile and can actually get you in there.
Okay.
I miss the 5 minute games though. That's what I need to be
Yeah.
laddering with. Something
So
that's just like smash.
when you're grinding out that ladder, you gotta have those quick games. I know a lot of people that just love to play Control Warrior or Freeze Mage. Maybe these slower decks, and I just don't have the patience for that. Full-time job, full life, gotta grind those ladder quick. So, Shaman's a good pick. I've been playing Demigod's list that he just recently went #1 on. He posted it on our website if you guys want to check it out as an article. He got #1 legend with mid-range Shaman. So it's a little bit crazy to believe that, but it happens. So check out his list. He's got some interesting tech choices. I've been doing pretty well with it so far. So let's bring those shamans back. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah, I just took a look at it and I was like, man, maybe I should like abandon Kevin's list for
Yeah,
Demigod's list. Like,
can't
sorry, Kevin,
can't pick
but
favorites over our VS buddies.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, definitely some interesting choices there.
Mm.
I actually don't have Alec here. It's something I have to craft.
Oh
Um,
man,
but then Kevin ran Nat Pagel, and I don't have Nat Pagel either. So I'm like, I can't craft Nat Pagel.
I
Like,
think you gotta be Kevin to be able to wreck with Nat Pagel. It's not the
yeah,
easiest thing. That's a Kevin Cookies card, Nat Pagel. Blizzard
yeah,
made it for Kevin Cookies to
poor
play with.
Kevin.
Yeah. He got rank 2 legend, so we got some top dog shamans. Shaman is my only class that I don't have level 60. It's 58 right now, so
Ah,
that goes to show you how much I hate shaman. I
not
won't
good
even
enough.
I won't even grind it out to get full 60s.
Not going after that golden shaman. Golden
Oh
shaman is
man,
cool. It
I
looks
don't
really
know.
cool. I don't know. All right, so I think we're about to
Let's
jump
start.
into a game here. Um,
I'm just gonna get
so we're going to
everything
be casting
prepared.
the entire tournament. So this is round one of Tuesday Night Hype, and then we're going to continue with the semifinals and finals tomorrow. So instead of just casting the end part, we're going to bring you the whole thing.
Yep.
So hope you guys enjoy that. I think it'll be fun. And about to start. Let's see.
Yeah, we just gotta add up all the guys, get everything all set up for you guys, and then just jump into it. I wonder what kind of decks we'll be seeing. I'm expecting a lot of maybe warrior, maybe the last 2 months have been.
Yeah, I would be amazed every time we don't see warrior in a lineup. I know personally from my tournament experience, I'm like, oh, yep, weird. They're bringing warrior in one of their 3 decks. Like,
Yeah,
how strange. Yep,
go figure.
go figure. So definitely
Well,
gonna see that.
yeah,
Probably gonna be patron warrior. I guess it's possible we'll see some control.
yeah, maybe some Dragon Warrior. How about that?
Oh, I did see that on ladder the other day. It was very
Yeah,
interesting.
a couple of Dragon
Yeah.
Warriors. They actually saw a bunch of them after ESL since Demigod actually did pretty well with it. Um, and I used it also after that, and it was actually pretty good. But that Patron Warrior, it's just too strong. Let's be real. Everybody says it. I'm not going to complain about it all tournament, but come on.
Okay, we'll get the complaining out now.
Right, right.
Guys,
It's
Blizzard,
like, what?
why?
40 damage lethal from hand? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Alright, anyways.
Well, yeah, we just get that out of our system. Like, okay.
Ah, Patron sucks.
I mean, ah! I mean, I'll probably still be salty about it later when it invariably wins a game because of 40 damage from hand. But let's pretend like that's not gonna happen.
Well, we
All right.
saw Oversection totally rock the house with his priest to win last TNH. So maybe we'll see some new innovative decks like that this time too.
That would be great. And he went 3-0, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he finished that quickly. He did quick work. He actually killed a handlock in like turn 6 or something with a mind blast. It's ridiculous.
Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I want to see more of that.
Or did he? I don't remember. But yeah.
Well, sounds nice. Sounds like a
All
cool
right.
story.
So we're hopping into the game. Um, it looks like it's a warrior versus uh, lock. I'm not sure what type of lock it is yet. And actually not sure what kind of warrior it is either.
That's the problem with both of those classes. It's
Yep.
really hard to mulligan against them. More
Yeah.
so warlock than warrior, I think. But there's so many different variants, especially now with Mallylock in the mix. You're
Hmm.
just not sure what it's going to be.
Yeah, so we do see the Flame Imp come down on turn 1. That's indicative of a Zoo class archetype. So no War Axe in the warrior's hand is going to be actually very, very difficult to deal with this.
It feels like they always have War Axe though, doesn't it? That's kind of my experience. I'm like, man, they always have War Axe.
Yeah,
Let's
so
see.
still no War Axe. Maybe he can top deck a next turn for some skill. Mm. Argent
Hmm.
Squire and Voidwalker. This is a lot of aggression coming out from the zoo. And still no War Axe from the Warrior. Excuse me.
They're coming for you.
Yeah. They're coming for the Zoo lock because he's running away with the game. Yeah. Oh,
That was
man.
pretty good. That was pretty good. I mean, that was all right.
Range. So all we gotta do is just grab a War Axe, grab a Death Bite, and then we can get back in this game as the Warrior, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem is like it's that simple or it's that difficult. He's got 23 cards left. Oh, it wasn't a War Axe. Okay, well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Warrior, so he still has some time to stabilize. That's what they do best.
Yeah. Um, you know, I'm not sure if it was revealed what kind of warrior it is, but it could very well be control warrior, and in that case, yes, they can stabilize.
Right, that's true.
Um,
That's true.
the turn 9 Alex on its own face can just be devastating, put itself out of lethal
Right.
range. But let's see how it goes.
No, I mean, he's got Sylvanas, Shield Slam, Execute, Rag.
Oh,
Like,
oh,
this
I
is
see.
definitely control, yeah.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, I was kicked out of his hand, so I had to go by the information I had before. But yeah, Rag and Sylvan is definitely going to be a control warrior.
oh, yeah.
So if you can grab a couple of shield blocks, shield maidens, and clear the board with a nice
Yeah.
brawl, should be pretty
Yeah.
easy. I think
Actually,
the
on
control warrior is
Shield
favorite.
Slam.
Yeah, it's a good shield slam. Just,
Yeah.
there's not too many things to shield slam.
Yeah, might as well just get that out of the way now. Man, this deck though, I mean, this is gonna be rough.
Man, just getting Zoo down. Zoo doing Zoo things. Warrior
Yeah,
not drawing War Axe.
he's
He's
gonna
drawing that
execute.
much. Yeah.
So I mean, do you have to execute there? Do you have to shield slam there? It always feels like such a waste, but I guess against Zoo, when they're throwing so many little minions at you, you just have to sort of take them
When you
out when it's presented to you.
right, and when you see the Argent Squires, you know it's probably not going to be a demon mid range Zoo. So you're not really saving your removals for the Mal'Ganis and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I
you
think
kind
we're
of
gonna
kind of
see
have to
Dark
deal with
Iron.
it as best as you can.
Right, yes, like stem the bleeding. Like stop hitting me.
Yeah, please,
Mercy.
mercy, mercy.
All right, so he's gonna take out this Acolyte of Pain. I mean, he could pull a Brawl here. That would be nice.
Yeah,
It'd be
ripping
a
a
nice.
brawl off the top would be a savior.
Yeah,
Shield Slam.
shield
It
slam.
can clear the 4/4. Might as well go for it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the play. Try to draw
I
into
mean,
the Brawl for next turn.
yeah.
And Taskmaster is a good thing to pick up too.
Yeah, I mean, you can, use it on the Acolyte to cycle, but I don't know if he's going to have the time. I mean, he's got a lot of aggression to deal with. It is kind of a lot of just 1/1s, but those things definitely do add up after a while.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I
so,
might even use it on the Leper Gnome. Is that like terrible? Is that my noobish ways
oh, the Cruel
showing through?
Taskmaster? Yeah.
Yeah,
In this case, you kind of need to do it to just equalize a little bit.
yeah,
But he does need to draw his brawl, so that's just something to keep in mind.
absolutely.
Um, he might want to do it just a cycle. Sylvanas here, I mean, Sylvanas against a huge board is pretty much guaranteed to get something unless it gets silenced, right? So
Right.
it's kind of a good one to do. Um, let's just be real though. I mean, he just doesn't have the tools to get back in this game right now.
No, he doesn't.
Nope.
I mean, Sylvanas, he has no way for Sylvanas's death rattle to trigger. You can put her out on the
Right.
board, but there's no
No
way
taunt.
to run her into something.
hmm Yeah, there's no taunts. There's no. Just this is a classic case of warrior draws 0 weapons and brawl versus zoo that draws tokens.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
pretty clean cut.
So he's actually 3 off lethal right now if he doubled Power Overwhelmings and Abusive Sergeant. That's 18. So he's not going to have it this turn, but seems pretty certain he'll have it next turn.
Yeah. So I'm having some issues getting Bailey's hand, so I'm just gonna go by your
Yeah, Bailey just has a Abusive
tips.
Sergeant and 2 Power Overwhelmings.
So he does have the burst.
Yeah.
It's now or never. Draw Shield Maiden. Does it keep him alive? He can only
Mm.
clear off 1 damage from the field.
I
I
think
guess you
this
kind
is
of have to do it, otherwise you're dead, right?
right. I mean, I think he's dead
Just
anyway.
clawing. Yeah,
He doesn't know that, of course, but
yeah.
that is lethal, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 18 exactly.
Man, all
No,
these legendaries get
19.
wrecked by Argent Squires. Just look at this. Ragnaros, he's got Gromash, Sylvanas, and just can't contest this little leper gnome.
Yep.
Imposter.
Yep. Leper Gnome. Give me a
Never
big
leaves
hug.
solo.
He just wants a big hug. That's all he
He
wants.
just wants some love and affection,
Exactly.
and nobody gives it to him,
I mean,
except
he's
maybe
not
the
the
cool
best
Taskmaster.
looking. Yeah,
He
there
kind
we
of
go.
looks like Nimsh a little bit, right? That's how he got his nickname, Leper Nimsh.
For Nimsh.
hmm
And
There we go.
yep. All right.
Receives a lethal. That's gonna take first game.
Boom. Boom. Yeah, all right. I can't add. It was 19, not 18. I was close. It was lethal. That's all that
It
matters.
was lethal, yeah.
All right. So Bailey's gonna take that first game.
hmm
Let's see. So remember that this is Conquest, so once you win with a deck, you're not playing that deck anymore, so just keep that in mind. So
Yep.
3 classes altogether, so we're not going to see Warlock from
Hmm.
Bailey anymore.
Yeah, he's gonna need to find another way to deal with this control warrior. I wouldn't be surprised if Windar just presses it again. However, seeing that aggressive Zoo style might make Windar want to switch to maybe a more specifically anti-aggro oriented deck, or like a mid-range deck.
Mm.
Let's see what he goes with. I'm gonna only be spectating Wendar, so if you can help me out with Bailey's hand during the match, it would be cool.
Yeah, buddy.
They're still choosing their matches.
They're
I mean, this is
deciding.
it's a best of 3. So if Wendar loses this one, he's got a chance of getting knocked out of the group stages. Wendar has typically been placing pretty high, so
Hmm.
I expect them to plow through these matches. But who's to say this is anyone's game? And Bailey is so far so good. So
Yeah,
can't make any
that's true.
calls.
And it is the group stage, so he does have a little
Hmm.
bit of wiggle room. You just need to get through the group stage, so you can afford to lose some games if you lose a match
Hmm.
even. Um,
Right.
let's see. Looks like they just jumped in, so I'm going to start spectating Bailey.
Okay. We see a priest from Bailey, and it looks like Warriors stayed on his class. Should be pretty interesting. As far as I know, the priest is pretty dependent on the stat steals to win this game, and that it also usually goes to fatigue. So we might get to know each other a little bit, for another 40 minutes
And
or so.
just talk about our life goals, you know,
Yeah,
dreams,
explore each other's
fears.
mentals. Right. All right. So we finally see the war axe. So if this is aggro priest, he's about to get punished hard.
Good.
Uh, yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
he's gonna go with the heal himself too. Yeah.
well, that's
No
risky.
aggro priest.
That's a misplay. You got to heal your opponent.
Oh my gosh! Just look at this hand. This hand from the warrior. It's double weapon, double cruel taskmaster. And he's even got boom for later. If he had this hand last game, I have no doubt that he would have been able to do pretty well. And 3 turns of passing from the priest. It's not that great.
Yeah, that is. Oh, right. So Priest didn't want to play. He is an injured Blade Master, but he also has a Light of the Naru in hand, so we're probably going to see that come down.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to just throw it to die to the axe for free.
Nope.
So the Naro comes down, like you said, gets a nice juicy board from the priest.
So juicy.
Very juicy. Can we see a clear here? He would be able to armor up and shield slam and clear out the 4th, 6th. I'd go for that play because it's you don't see any executes in your hand to punish that, but you gotta have to get it out of the way soon. He does have
Yeah,
double
definitely.
weapon, double death
Yeah.
fight.
Double death fight, double. Yeah, like you said, this would have been so great
Amazing
last game.
against pretty much any matchup except like the mirror. This is
Yeah.
good.
All right, so we're gonna see the shield slam come down.
Mhm.
The trade.
Okay.
Bailey is thinking about his sledge belcher neck. Oh,
Mhm.
he's not even thinking about it. He's slamming it.
Slamming the Belcher on turn 5, just on curve. A
I mean,
top
it's a
deck
first step.
Tharasan. Top deck Tharasan is good because he is on the coin. He can just slam his Tharasan down, and it does contest the Belcher while basically having taunt. Right? You can't. Everybody knows you can't be letting that Emperor on the field for more than a turn or two.
No, no, you can't. But Bailey does have a Shadow
But the
Word
Belcher.
Death in hand.
Mhm. Ooh, and a Power Word Shield to buff up that Belcher. It's gonna be hard
Yeah,
to get through.
yes, it will be.
Might have to start top decking some executes. Nope. Well, actually, the Doctor Boom is a pretty good answer to that, I'd say. Maybe a turn 6 boom. Not
Yeah,
bad.
it is pretty great.
Not bad.
Hmm. Well, let's see. I'm
Oh,
not sure what I would do this turn. Got, yeah, he doesn't really have a great way to deal with Dr. Boom
yeah, he
having
did just
just
use his death.
exactly. Looks like he's gonna heal up.
Hmm.
Wants to mm, wants to save the Soul Priest. He kind of wants to save all the cards in his hand for later, which is sort of an annoying thing that can happen when you play priest.
Yeah,
He's
and
gonna
especially in this matchup, you need to really be careful with your resources. He
right.
finds the
Uh,
clear.
yeah, that was good. Yeah, that worked out well. I didn't see that.
Solid clear with the Akanai Circle. He gets his stuff still to live on the board. Looks like the Boombot hit the Belcher, but we still got the 1-2.
Right. Makes trading with the War Axe a little awkward.
Right. Here, I mean, that Cruel Taskmaster on the 3-1 just looks so good. But let's see what Wonder decides to do. He does have kind of a clogged hand with the double Cruel Task and the double Deathbite.
Mm,
But he has Grom in hand, so he's definitely going to want to hold on to one of those Taskmasters for a possible finisher.
definitely.
Yep. So we see the Cruel Taskmaster come down, effectively deal with these guys. Kind of sucks because it gives Bailey the draw potential. Um, but, what are you going to do? Give him one
Which
card, might as well.
yeah, and Bailey desperately needs it as well. He's kind of behind on the card game.
Hmm.
Um, the card
So
advantage game is what I meant to say.
right, and Wendar drops the Acolyte, which would get punished really badly by the Cabal Shadow Priest if he had it.
Mm,
But it looks like Bailey is just going to go ahead and Shadow Madness to get his own draw off of it.
well,
Ooh, and double Cleric.
you're drawing a lot of cards.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards. That's going to be putting Bailey pretty much back in this game, especially
Yeah,
since he's sort of a dead hand from the Warrior. So
definitely. He
pretty
he
big turn.
needed that. He needed that for sure.
All right, so we've got another chance to draw this Acolyte. But then, how do you follow it up?
Yeah, I'm not sure. This is a little bit of an awkward. You don't really have use for a lot of these cards in his hand.
Hmm.
Um, I
So,
mean,
I
how
mean,
how much do you care about getting rid of this Northstar Cleric?
at this point, card advantage is pretty important, but I don't know if it's enough to warrant, throwing out a Whirlwind and a Cruel Task or even a Shield Slam. Um, but I'd definitely like to see at least a draw here. Maybe he'll draw an answer to it, and a Fiery War Axe. It's not going to do it. He does use the Shield Slam on a 1-2 Northshire Cleric just to deny draw.
Wow.
So that does go to show you how much he does value the card draw.
Yeah, that's huge. And Ysera's going to be huge. Speaking of card advantage,
Yeah, that's
and
just that's heavy, and Bailey has it's a ballsy play to do it with obviously he's been testing for execute, but could still get punished. Ooh, he goes for the Grom clear here. Very interesting.
huh,
Um, I mean he saw the struggle to deal with a big minion when he dropped the boom, but since then he's drawn a lot of cards, so it's possible to have drawn an answer for that as well.
right.
He's considering a swinging face with the weapon since he does have another 2 in his hand. It's not like the worst play ever, but it's not really the best play ever either. The priest
Yeah,
is actually just going to heal that up or, do whatever. There's not much chance that you're going to burst him down. But he goes
yeah,
for it anyway.
yeah. I don't know if I would have done that. Resurrect is an interesting card that we're going to see here.
Okay.
Uh,
Akonai Soul Priest and a Light of the Nara to kill off that 12-3 minion. Ouch.
yep. So really going face with that death rattle was not great. Resurrect the Northshire Cleric.
Yeah.
Just won't
Might as well.
die.
Yeah. Says, you think I'm at a card draw? Watch this. This is the Whirlwind and Deathbite to clear the 3/5. But does he even want to clear it? Because the other 2 minions get buffed from heals, and the 3/5 actually denies heals. So maybe he's going to want to just pass up here. There's not that much aggression coming out of the priest at the moment, though he does still have a dream card. Can you tell me what the dream card is?
Oh, yeah, it's Emerald Drake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that would get punished by the BGH, but we don't see that in the hand
we
either.
don't see one. He also has Vol'jin in hand as well.
Mm,
So, oh, he's just gonna hit. He's not gonna. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So keeping the Akanai on the field actually does help the warrior in this situation.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So it looks like we're gonna see Emerald Drake come down. Just Bolt Face. This Pyromancer, Wild Pyromancer combo might be a little useful, a little awkward. I'm not sure yet. Can be pretty awkward against cards like Armor Smith. So he's just sort of keeping this Wild Pyromancer. He hasn't really had a great opportunity to use it, and I think he's had it for quite a while in his hand.
Yeah. So double armor smith, he's gonna try to just get a bunch of armor here. But he can't even clear out the guy, so 1 second.
Right. Yeah, so it looks like we are going to see Whirlwind going to be healing up quite a bit with some armor. Man, this is going to be a bit of a grindy game. So now this Wild Pyromancer doesn't have quite enough. I mean, he can Pyromancer, throw the Northshire Cleric in, and then Shadow Word Bane the other one to clear. I guess you heal the Pyromancer first to draw. Oh wait, he has Cabal Shadow Priest, so I guess maybe I would Cabal one. I'm not sure what I would do with the other. I might heal and draw a card first. I mean, it would be nice to have this Dark Cultist on the board, and we can actually see. Well, he's used both Death Bites now. Yeah, he's going to heal and draw a card first, which is, I think, the right thing to do. We've got Holy Nova. All right, well, that's going to come in handy now. Okay.
Oh,
That's
all
going to
right.
come in handy right now. And we're going to see Dark Cultist come down.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I
Sorry
guess
about
that Holy
that.
Nova was. Oh, that's okay. He healed Northshire to draw a card, drew Holy Nova, cleared the board.
Yeah, it's such a starved hand out of the warrior here. Shieldman was a pretty good pickup, kind of back at full health, so
Mm.
board is kind of equal. But there are about 4 extra cards in Bailey's hand that I don't think the Sylvanas is going to be able to count for.
No, I don't think so either. It's strange because earlier I was commenting on how much card advantage the warrior had, and Priest just like turned that around so quickly.
Yeah, it was that double cleric with the Shadow Madness turn, just give it a lot of engine to the
Yeah.
priest.
So I don't know what I would do here. He's thinking about Vol'jin, I think, and then throwing the 3/4 into it. He also has a piloted Sky Golem, which, I mean, I guess you have to get rid of the 5/5 before you develop the Sky Golem.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're kind of just, picking your poison, seeing how you want to wreck him the most.
Right.
He chooses to make a huge guy, which could get punished by the Sylvanas, so I might be eating my words. Another beefy guy gets picked up with Alex Straza right off the top, so that might not actually be a bad idea either. This is got no follow-up for it, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, he might run Nefarian, something like that. That might be able to get something tricky back into the game.
Yeah. He's used his Gromash, so it's not that much. He's got to kind of draw maybe a Ysera, get lucky with it, get it to draw a couple of cards, and then use that to come back. Or
Right.
just have a lucky brawl with Bailey overcommitting to the board, something like that. Let's see what happens here. I guess the more heads-up play would be to just Sylvanas here. I mean, Alex, he's just probably going to be healing up every turn anyway, so eventually that damage from the Alex Straza Battlecry is not going to do that much, but he does choose
Oh.
it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't.
It trades into the 6/8, so maybe that's
Not anymore. Well, let's see. Can he? Hmm.
Hmm.
So he can Pyromancer, Power Word Shield the 6/8, and then draw another spell, and that would clear the 8/8.
Hmm. So what else does he have in his hand besides Pyro?
Piloted Sky Golem, Shadow Priest, Shadow Word Pain, and Power Word Shield.
I see. Well,
So
Shield is a cycle that could be used, so I kind of like your play.
yeah,
Um, could alternatively just choose to YOLO Piloted Sky Golem, but if you leave that 8/8 up and it whacks you a couple times, you're good. You're done. I mean, he needs to
yeah,
kind
it's
of feel that
scary.
now.
But I think it's kind of risky to assume or make your play based on hoping that you draw another spell. But he's gonna go for it. I mean, I guess it's not. Oh, he can Shadow Word Pain his own. Yeah. Okay.
Shadow paints his own guy and then
Yeah.
trades.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh.
but yeah, the Shadow Word Pain actually makes the effect not go off, so he missed the effect. Wasn't able
Oh.
to clear. Goes face. Very unfortunate. He gets
Oh
his swing.
no.
Not quite what was planned. He's so scared of dying here, but actually don't have lethal. Um, Another Shield Maiden is just gonna, pretty much delay the game more, which is actually getting pretty good at this point. I mean, the Priest's cards were not up to par. That last blunder kind of just cost him a lot of momentum. I wouldn't be surprised to see the 8 go to face here since he was struggling so hard to get rid of it last turn.
Yeah,
Um,
I think so. That's you
I'll
gotta just try
definitely,
to hit him in the face a couple times.
yeah, I'll definitely throw Sylvanas down here. But he decides to gain the armor instead. I like
Huh.
Sylvanas just because you could, I mean, pretty much easily take that minion next turn, right?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
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 been
taking
holding
the
off.
easy peasy way. He's
Uh,
just chilling now.
been holding off with that Sylvanas for quite a long time.
I'm not exactly sure what he's trying to get from it.
Yep.
He's just playing it real safe. He lost the last match. He wants to draw this out. He thinks that he's going to outvalue this priest.
Yeah.
So we see some Smork actually going down thanks to the Sludge Belcher and that armor. Just not scared of dying, and it looks like actually the warrior flipped it on its head with that Alexstrasza play.
What a game.
Yep,
This was
very interesting.
bizarre. He's gonna Cabal Shadow Priest the 1/2.
But it's not enough, is
It's
it?
not enough. Wow. That okay,
Yeah.
that was a lot more interesting than anticipated. We didn't get too bored.
It was interesting. The Pyromancer, man, Shadowward Pain on their own Pyromancer and the effect not going off, not according to plan. Kind of a downer. That would have been kind of a cool thing to see, but
Yeah.
they get punished. That's the mechanics of the game. So we
Yeah,
see
it's
Wendar just
tough.
bring it up.
It's tough not knowing what order not knowing for sure what order things are gonna trigger in.
Hmm.
So I mean, I had the same thought process too. I was like, "Oh wait, he can do that," and it's like, "Oh no, he can't."
Yeah, but he does find the win with the warrior, which is good. I mean, you bring that heavy control warrior into these group matches. You're basically just trying to float it, float on it, and not worry too much. Maybe stomp out some aggro and just wallet warrior your way into those single eliminations. I wonder what other deck. Usually, I see a lot of warlocks with warriors that seem to complement each other pretty well.
Mm. So they're 1-1 now, right?
Yeah.
They've each won
Hmm.
one. Okay.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's going to stay on that priest deck or if he's going to switch it up. Not sure what Wendar is bringing, so
Mm.
to find out.
Yeah, it's always interesting. I don't know. Personally, when I'm in a tournament, I usually stick with the same deck if I've lost, unless I'm tilting. In which
Yeah.
case, I'm like, all right, I need to distance myself from this for a second. I need to like recollect, try something else for a while. And it looks like that might be what he's. I mean, I'm not sure if he's tilting. He might be tilting because of that misplay, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play something else instead.
We'll see. I mean, like you said, people do tend to stay on their decks in Conquest format. I'm not sure what it is, but it's also been stated on some of these big tournament casting streams. It's just like a sort of majority. just people just press play again, thinking that they're gonna just avenge their deck maybe. So sometimes people can just do that. I've seen actually people counter that strategy by bringing a dice or something like that, a die to roll to decide for you, so that you can't be red. I guess it's kind of
Huh.
interesting to see how the preparation goes behind these for the higher level gameplay. But I'm pretty sure these guys are just
Yeah.
pressing whatever buttons.
Oh
Who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah. But I like what you said about avenging your deck, because sometimes
Yeah.
I don't know, like if I'm playing like a silly kind of like a brew and I'm like, no, this works. Like I promise you this is a real deck. It can actually win games. I know it looks stupid. I have to do it justice. All right, so we've got
Rogue versus Druid. This is a matchup that I've done a lot as the Druid, and let me tell you, if you're ramp and you get your 5/10s sapped, it's not a good time. But if you're combo, it's actually I think favored for the Druid,
does
in
look
my
like it's
opinion.
combo. He does have combo in hand.
Nice. Ooh, and a shade. Uh,
Yep.
Zombie Challenge Druid, it's sort of a staple since Naxxramas. People sort of use it as the used before Wild Growth turn to make the deck more OP. But recently I've been looking at a list that somebody posted on, I believe, Hearthpawn, and it doesn't include a Zombie Chow. Instead, it has a Mind Control tech, which actually used to be staple a little while ago before BRM. Everybody was running Mind Control tech in their Druids, and it's because Druids have very little comeback mechanics. They're swipes and their silences are not just enough to swing the game as much as Equality Consecrate or a big brawl. So having that mind control tech in the back pocket is something that a lot of people don't play around.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just
Yeah.
like the meta changing all the time, exactly.
Hmm.
Like you just trying to stay on top of it, and it just changes all the time and you get really frustrated.
Ooh, look at this. So he does the Azure Drake, and I believe he's gonna prep out a Blade Flurry to clear the whole board of the Druid. Those
Oh,
double shades,
wow.
double zombie chows are going bye bye, and we're left with a lot of momentum in the rogue. He goes back to full health thanks to those chows. They basically did nothing, which it just goes to show you the chow, is it really worth a spot, or let alone two in a combo druids deck?
Two seems like a lot. I would expect one.
Yeah, you need some high impact value cards as a druid just to keep that mid range tempo going into the late game and seal the deal. Top decking chows at turn 9 instead of the combo, you're gonna be pretty pissed. So we see two saps out of the rogue's hand, which is pretty good against druid. You got these big taunts that otherwise would be kind of hard to deal with.
Right.
Let's see if he chooses to use them now. He does not. He trades in, uses the dagger to clear it up. Um, Kind of a weird play because he does have two saps, but he doesn't know whether or not it's ramp or not. So those saps will come in handy if it is ramp. So he's just playing it safe, I guess. Taking it slow like he did last game and hoping that it pays out for him.
Yeah, I think that's usually the way to do it. Oh, this Wrath is gonna come down. Did he just top deck that? I didn't
Um,
see.
I didn't see, but it looked like it might have been. Either way, I mean, he had a lot of ways to deal with that Drake. There was no way it was surviving. Let's be real.
I'm surprised. Oh, I thought that was an innervate in his hand. It's the coin. Never mind. I'm like, why didn't he innervate Emperor? Because he doesn't have an innervate,
Oh,
Shelby. That would be great.
yeah.
All right, so let's see.
So a lot of cycle cards out of the rogue, which he's already ahead in cards.
Mm.
Digging a little deeper would not hurt too much. I would like to see a spell damage Fan of Knives here with the Thalanos. Just dig a little bit more. Fan of Knives is kind of a dead card against Druid in most situations, so clearing out a 1/2 taunt and cycling, it's a pretty good usage of it. So resetting the dagger, kind of just taking a step back and seeing what the Druid's got to offer.
Yeah, I like that. I don't know what I would have done. I think my instincts were like, just play the Drake because it's Drake and it's big guy and you get to draw a card. But I think I like your play a lot better, especially considering that Fan of Knives, like you said, is pretty dead.
So fan cycles, down low cycles, it's two cycles and a clear versus a bigger body and one cycle. It's it's a
Mhm.
toss up. It's not a bad play to hazard Drake there, but let's see. Also, putting just a 1/1, it sort of like really makes your opponent want to use his hero power, which would bring him down to 5 mana. That would prevent him from doing a lot of plays such as Tharasan or Azure of Ancient of Lore. So he does keep the
Hmm.
Downloss alive and slams the Tharasan.
Yeah, I figured we were going to see a coin hero power.
Yeah, I
Figured that.
forgot he has a coin. Yeah, that would have been
Yeah,
a good thing.
very surprised.
Okay. Ooh, a nice little SI agent off the top, but no real way to follow it up to clear off that Emperor, and you do have to clear it now. So he
Yeah.
could sap it. Sapping an Emperor is not ideal because eventually it could come back down if he finds the time. But the tempo that he gains from sapping it might just be enough to deny him that opportunity.
Hmm.
He does have a prep as well, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, with that prep and oil in hand, it's possible that he won't gain the tempo back if Wendar does decide to sap here.
He's got the Blade Flurry, the Tinker's the prep. That's just a lot of damage, and he's got
Yeah.
the South Sea too. So at turn 10, he can just do, I forgot exactly how much it is, but with having a naked dagger equipped, with South Sea, Tinkers, and a Blade Flurry, I think it's over 20 damage or something. I'm not sure, but it's
Hmm.
ridiculous. It's like 18, I think.
Whoa, what just happened?
So he sapped it
Yeah, but he
for a
he
while.
he prep sapped and then he just didn't do anything else. Is that
Yeah,
normal?
I think he roped. I'm pretty sure he roped.
Yeah, it looked like he was getting ready to SI
SI, yeah.
face.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't have
Yeah,
time.
because
That
that
was
was
actually
that was a waste of a prep, right?
right, a big waste of a prep, which you actually
Yeah,
really need, especially if you
yeah,
draw a sprint, which could actually be very crucial. Puts another Tharasan down.
yeah. So I mean, because of that, I feel like he does have the time to put Theresen back down.
hmm There's no SI agent to threaten more damage. Can he piece together maybe a lethal here though? I mean, think about deadly
Oh,
poison. So that's one, two. Ooh, not enough mana for all of it though. Five, six, seven, eight. Oh yeah, it is. Backstab, SI. Did he miss lethal? Nine. Okay, so 9 mana. Five, six, seven, eight. He did have enough mana to do everything, but I don't know if he had enough.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8,
Can't count lethal
9,
though.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
So it would have been 4 plus 18. It would have been just a little bit shy off lethal. So
21. I think 21 was total.
yeah,
Or
he was 2 off lethal, I think.
yeah.
But this pretty much seals the deal, no matter what he puts down here, unless it's a maybe a Doctor Boom that's Boombots will snipe. Actually, no, no, I don't actually see any out for the Druid here.
Um.
There's no way to kill all those minions. Um, and he's just got the combo in hand. He's got literally 4 pieces of a crazy insane combo and a giant board advantage and a full dagger and a sap. The rest is,
Yeah,
unless it's a
that
druid
that
hand.
sap is a good point. Even something like Belcher couldn't. Yeah, so he's gonna
It's gonna
force
go
of nature.
double force. And does he have a Savage Roar? Does he have lethal? Oh shoot! I
Is that
forgot there's
lethal?
two. Yeah, I forgot there's 2 emperors. So okay, I stand corrected. There actually is a way, and that way is through
Sap
double
casters.
force.
Sap
Yeah.
casters.
All right. In my defense, I can't see the druid hand, so I didn't see that he had double combo. But realistically, that's something to keep in mind when you have the emperor down for
Yeah,
2 turns.
yeah.
That was a rough series, especially
I
to
didn't.
die to that with lethal on the board.
Was that series? That was just game 3, right?
Yeah,
Is
but
it best
it's
of 3? Oh, it's best of 3 because
best
it's
of
group.
yeah, yeah. So that's gonna be it for it actually. Looks like
Wow.
it's knocked down by Bailey. Well, that was a good series, and that's man. See, sapping that Emperor was a good tempo play, but having no follow up for it, the Emperor basically got 2 turns of the mana, and that's what ended up biting him in the butt. killed him for like a crazy combo in the end before he was able to. Pretty rough.
That was insane. Yeah, I just didn't even see that second force of nature. All right, so I'm gonna. Well, I guess there's a little bit of a delay here, but I'm linking Demigod's Shaman deck in chat right now because we were talking about it earlier.
Oh yeah, good idea.
So I feel like we should go check that out. It's probably already in chat by the time you hear this, but uh, yeah, that's rough. So I think we're gonna follow Bailey through the group just to see what Bailey's playing, see the consistency. Um, so I'm always interested to see, if they keep the same lineup, if they keep the same order of play, if they change the order based on what your opponent brings. It's
Hmm.
always interesting stuff to see.
So people when they're playing Conquest is a dominating format. You need to win with classes, different classes. You can't just smork your way 3-0, get lucky. You need to dominate your opponent, and a lot of that it comes with just comfort picks and being confident in the decks that you're playing. So if you got that golden warlock, you're gonna play that golden warlock, or what have you. You're gonna play the class that you have a feeling that you're just good with.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think that's been mage for me lately. I'm like, this is just like a weird tempo nonsense deck with like Blingtron in it, but I feel really confident in it, even though it's a bunch of like weird cards mashed together, and I'm gonna make it work.
Yep. There you go. I mean, hey, as long as you know in your heart of hearts that it's got win conditions and it's got
Exactly.
that potential, then you play it to the best visibility. And the best part about playing an underused or an own made deck is that you just get to brag so much if you do well with it, right? And it's like nobody
Exactly.
really cares if you lose with it. It's like, oh, did you really not do that well with an off meta deck? Oh no. But
Oh
if you
no.
do, then it's like, oh yeah, rank 2
Bragging
legend,
rights.
Nat Pig. What's up?
That
I'm
Pagel.
Kevin Cookies of Vicious
Yep.
Syndicate Gaming.
Vicious Syndicate. How are you doing? Yeah, that's so I brought Kevin's shaman deck to a tournament, and my opponent my opponent was a bit of we'll call him a flavorful opponent. he was he was telling me about how good of a player he was and how high of a rank legend he got last season, like talking himself up a lot. So I was like, that's cool, man. And he was like, shaman, you're bringing shaman to a tournament? You can't play shaman in a tournament. I was like, I don't know, man, like, let's just play games, all right? Like, I'm here to play Hearthstone, not talk about you. And then I beat him with shaman and I won the match. So not to humble brag or
Nice.
anything, but Shaman is viable. Go play it. I just linked Demigod's Shaman deck. Yep. Don't let their saltiness take you down.
Yeah. Yeah. Saltiness is a big factor in this game. People joke about it all the time, but realistically speaking, this is as emotional an esport as it gets, just because of the mental fatigue that it puts into you. I'm probably, if I was Wendar after getting double comboed last turn, I'd be pretty upset going into the next rounds. Some players can shrug it off better than others, but it's not always the case. So
Yeah, it's rough, and it's like you said, it's mental, and it's how much of a mental control you have over, like, you need like a reality check pretty often, I think. Like,
right.
okay, this is a card game made for
Hmm.
children. I'm taking this way too seriously. Like, let's calm down. Let's like lower the blood pressure here. Everything is gonna be okay.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
I
it's
think
just
we all need
rough.
that reminder. It
It's rough when
is.
you get that double four to the face boom bots and stuff like that, and like this stuff happens in this game where you just want to flip your computer upside down, and just gotta remember that it is a game of statistics, and in statistics, there's always that bell curve. There's just as much of a chance of you getting ridiculously lucky as getting ridiculously unlucky. So, there's a
Yeah, I
yin
was
and yang to these things. You just gotta be a pessimist about it. I mean, an optimist about it. Sorry.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the other thing about people always complain about top decks. Like, oh, I'm so lucky you just top decked that card. And like, yeah, that's true. But that card was in there for a reason. That card was in there to be drawn at exactly that time. Like, it's not like it was some like strange act of fate that put it in there. It's just statistics. Like he had 12 cards left. One of them was a kill command or whatever. And yeah, he drew it because statistics work that way. So, I don't know.
That's what it
Everyone
is.
be less salty.
Yep. So we're in this next game. We're basically seeing Warlock versus Warlock. Bailey's bringing that zoo again. So like you said before, that's his pick. That's his comfort pick. His number one. His first Pokemon, whatever it is. And it
Who
looks
was
like
your
Bob
first
Killer's
Pokemon?
bringing Charmander always, but
Okay.
Bob Killer always he's bringing a Zombie Chai, which is pretty indicative of a Malagos Warlock. I can't see his hand, so I don't know if you can confirm that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. We do have Earthen Ring Farseer and Twilight Drake and Hellfire.
Hmm.
So that's probably Malloc?
This could still be handlock, so we got to see a little
Yeah,
bit more. If we see a Molten, then we'll know one way or another, or
right.
like a Corruptor.
Well,
So,
Malagos.
right. I'm only looking at Bailey's hand right now, so I can't see Bob's.
Okay, Bob just drew Emperor, which is also in Handlock.
Yeah, it still is.
The
Looks
Earthen
like,
Ring
let's
Farseer.
say, being able to bluff whether or not. What was that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was just saying that the Earthen Ring Farseer makes me think that it's Malloc.
Right.
But
It's possible. It used to be a staple in Handlock back in the day. So,
mm,
sometimes people bring these old decks. Argent Squire is sort of like an old school zoo card as well.
mm,
Um, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to deal with the big guys. As the zoo player, you have a bunch of little tokens. He did roll 4 in the implosion. A lot of people say that the 4 roll wins you the game. Um, I don't know.
yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't know. I don't know,
Does
man.
Bob Killer have any AOE?
Oh yeah, he's got Hellfire, which is gonna come down exactly right now. I mean, it doesn't kill off the Imp Gang boss, which can I just say is like such a good card. It has so much value. But he doesn't get
Yeah.
the 1/1 because his board was full, so that's a big
Mm,
thing.
pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. So Bob does have a Sludge Belcher in hand, which I'm not sure if he'll play that or the Azure Drake. Still not sure. Yeah, he'll play the Sludge Belcher. I guess there's no reason to play Azure Drake just yet.
Yeah. So the Belcher comes down, kind of halts the aggression of this super fast zoo player.
Mm.
But we do see an abusive that's going to probably help his guys plow through it. Maybe on the egg, and he's going to get a 4/4. So with a hand like this, you pretty much always got to tap, right? If you're Bailey.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no question about it. 29. He's got a bunch of mana. There you go. And he's gonna power overwhelming the New Ruby and the egg. And we're gonna see Abusive Sergeant come down so we can just trade the egg into the Sludge Belcher.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get the. I'm hearing myself.
All right. So he does clear out the whole board. Gets left with a bunch of sticky dudes, a 4/4. Pretty good, but no hand. So
That's true. Yeah, let's see here. So, I mean, again, you have to tap. Absolutely.
yeah, another tap. That owl's going to come in handy in case there's a big taunt to get in the way. But besides that, Emperor was kind of slow there.
It was.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a full face here.
He didn't really have a lot. Yeah, like you said, he didn't really have a lot of time for tapping and having that full hand like a Warlock usually does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think face is the place.
Might have to smork here. I mean, think about it. If he already used one Hellfire, does he really have another way of clearing all these guys? And even if he does, what's his way out? So I mean, maybe a Shadow Flame, maybe something like that. Um, Definitely the
We
Juggler comes down.
we do see that Shadow Flame in Bob's hand.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like he's worried about that Shadow Flame, so he's gonna trade.
Ooh. Yeah, but he trades the shield off instead of the 1/1 token, which actually doesn't play around the AoE as well. And he I don't
Ah,
think he sees that. That was a mistake.
he realizes it. Yeah.
And a Drake into Shadow Flame.
Yep.
Ooh, both. Yeah,
Oh, we have a Blackwing Corruptor, so I'm
nice. It
saying
is
Mallylock.
Malygos. Nice. Yeah, the Zombie Chow is kind of like an odd pick in Handlock.
Mm,
Handlock kind of just want to stuff with like really big, high impact stuff, and Zombie Chow just doesn't really make the cut. Double Owl is
Little
really
owl.
reactive, and maybe even Naked Abusive here. It's just gonna get coiled. It's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. I mean,
slow down.
we see the Earthen Ring Farseer for healing. We don't have any heal bots, but there's really not a huge threat coming from Bailey. Um, even I don't know. Even Leroy doesn't quite get there. So I would guess that we would see. I don't know if he wants to keep the Twilight Drake in hand to set off the Blackwing Corruptor, or maybe he'll just Blackwing Corruptor the 2/1. Yeah, that seems fine to me.
Yeah, Black and Corrupt is pretty good answer. Plus, especially the Earthen Ring gets him up a little bit out of any possible lethal shenanigans.
Mm,
Doomguard is a good pickup. However, the situation doesn't really do him that much good. We'll
yeah,
get rid of both of his answers for to plow through any taunts that he's got, but I don't know.
right. So I mean, he can just play both Owls and Doomguard. I don't know. He's gonna
I
tap.
mean,
Yeah.
tap, yeah, Floyd Walker, and then I guess Rip Owls. Rip Owls go face. Only way out.
Yeah. I mean, I think so, and hope that no taunt happens.
He's gonna just Owls. Nah, you got a Doomguard here. I'm not sure if you have to, but he does it and he's thinking about trading. Nah, you gotta go
Fading.
hit
Yeah, you
face.
gotta go face.
Hit that face, man. That is the place. I don't know if we saw any dark bombs yet. Um,
No Dark
so he could
Bombs.
get
I
pushed by
mean,
that.
no Malagos. We have Implosion and Twilight Drake. We are gonna see Implosion
Implosion's
come
pretty good.
down
Yep. In for 3, solid.
3, so he can put the 3/3 into it and Mortal Coil.
hmm
That seems like a good play.
Pretty good play. No, there's literally no outs for the Warlock. Because before this, he was able to maybe do like power overwhelming Doomguard, but having no board, that power overwhelming is not going to be able to do anything. Haunted
Right?
Creeper off the top. That's just so sad. That's not what you want to see. It's like
No.
when you're when you're the opposing guys, you want them to top deck that turn 10 Haunted Creeper so badly, right?
Nothing like a turn
Feels
10
bad.
Haunted Creeper.
Yeah.
There's a Dark Bomb. Alright. We'll probably see board clear here. I think there's no reason not to. We haven't seen any heal bots from Bob Killer. I'm wondering if he doesn't have them, or if they're just all. I mean, he's drawn 17 cards. It's possible that the other two are just sitting back there. But really, he doesn't really need them.
Puts down a naked BGH, just not scared of anything. Top deck Leopard Gnome is not going to do
Oh,
much
Leper
either.
Gnome.
Or Leopard Gnome.
Well, this is the Desperation Tap. Good game. All right, so we're going to see Bob Killer take this game. There's another Earthen Ring Farseer. Maybe he just runs Earthen Ring Farseers instead of Healbots. I dig it. I like your deck tech, Bob Killer.
I mean, Healbot's 5 mana.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like it. I like the with all the aggro that's running around. I like having those 3
Mhm.
drops in there. It's nice.
And the Imp Gang boss is a good 3 drop. Besides that, there's no real good 3 drops. Like Big Game Hunter, you're not going to be playing on 3.
Right.
They could play the Blackwing Technician. It's a pretty solid turn play as well, but I don't know. I feel like I'd rather just run either the Farseer or I mean, if you're gonna play another 3 drop, maybe the issue is that he's got so many 5 drops that he just can't play another 5 drop, and that's what he's doing.
Well, that was something that I always thought was a little awkward about the Malagos deck that I was running was that the only 3 drops are BGH and the Imp King boss.
Right.
So BGH is not something that you play on turn 3, and drawing two cards out of 30 cards to play on turn 3 seems like not enough. Like I would rather have more than that. So I kind of like that. I might go home and go home. I am home. I might go try that.
Might go on the other monitor and try out
Yeah, basically.
Earthen Rings. Okay, so Bob switches to a Hunter, and Bailey sticks on his Zoo, trying to get that win. Pitches back a pretty awful hand, but maybe that egg was okay to play around maybe an Explosive Trap.
Mm.
But he picks up Voidwalker and Flame Imp, which is pretty good.
Yeah, that's a pretty great start. So we're going to see 2 pretty aggressive decks coming down. So this is kind of the opposite of the warrior priest thing we had going on before.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know who. I don't know. I hate to give the odds of this to the hunter, but I guess Warlock is in a pretty good position in that they can draw some more cards over the hunter. But then, do you really have the life to be drawing more cards against the hunter? That I don't know. He's questioning this Flame Imp. There we go. That was well played. Needing to run a 3-2 on the board.
Yeah, so that egg versus the Explosive Trap is pretty much the best answer.
Yeah.
Just gives you even more momentum than before. But the Knife Juggler is going to come down. And this is just a plain and simple Smork Hunter. He doesn't really care about the board. He sees face. He decides to go face.
Did he not hero power?
Yeah, it looks like he didn't hero power.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he's next level plays.
Then this is the ultimate BM.
Ultimate BM of killing with missing a half of your turn on
Exactly.
turn 4.
It's not.
I mean,
it's not Miss Lethal.
He's completely ignoring this. He's not even thinking about maybe I should clear off that Knife Juggler. Maybe it represents a lot of damage. He's saying this is a race. I have DPS. Taste it and eat it. It's got double owls and a kill command. But after this Argent Squire gets dealt with, I don't really know what he's going to do to follow up, especially with that missed hero power. Maybe if he's going to be 2 damage off lethal, we'll send this video to some place and be like, oh my god, misplay, tournament misplay, pro players, Ellie Jiggle. Anyways, let's be nice. Obviously, sometimes you make mistakes, but it's got just so many options. Double juggler.
Boy.
Don't you wish you killed at least one of them? Come on, bro.
Oh.
This is just, so many apples, so many heads. But he doesn't even put any minions down.
We didn't see he didn't coin Dark Iron.
Yeah.
You missed 2 juggles?
Missed 2 juggles.
Yeah, you got a 4-4 on the board. That sounds great.
Silencing the juggler is nice.
Yep. Sounds a juggler.
Oh, he's probably going to win this anyways, it looks like. Oh, wait, well, is he?
What a game.
He might be 1 off lethal. So the Leopard Gnome's going to do 2 damage. 2 damage from hero power and 5 from kill command.
No, he has lethal. Warlock has lethal with Dark Iron Dwarf and Power Overwhelming.
Nice. I can't see his hand, so the Power Overwhelming definitely puts him over.
7, 10,
Hmm.
14, 16. That's exactly lethal.
Yep. Let's see if he pieces it together. Yes, he
Yeah.
does. And the Smork Hunter was punished pretty hard. That's what you get for smorking all the time.
You go face. Yep.
Maybe. Maybe go face.
Maybe. All right.
Well,
So are they 1 and 1?
they're 1-1 now.
Okay, that's what I thought. I gotta
This is
start
gonna
like
be the
right.
decider. Yeah, my little notepad might be good, but
Yeah. All right. So I like that they're all going to game 3. I like that there's
hmm
no runaways here. It's some good
I think
good.
that if Bailey cues into his priest again and Smork stays Smork, then the priest is just gonna easy peasy take it. I think. I mean, priest is a pretty good answer to Smork because it's got so much swing and its hero power basically cancels the other hero power.
Right.
Um, but I mean, who knows? You know, right? I mean, if the Smork just does the Smork things, then maybe there's not enough heals. Who knows? It's very possible. You can, as a Smork player myself, I know that it is definitely possible to kill priest. I don't like queuing into them, but
Oh yeah,
sometimes
it's
it's
super
draw.
possible. It's super possible. They can do a ton of damage.
But we're gonna see a Druid Mirror instead. Pretty interesting.
Druid mirror.
Damn,
All
Wild
right.
Growth versus Wild Growth.
Holy cow.
Wow, what a fat
Okay.
hand Bob Killer.
Bailey has innervate, but nothing to innervate into yet. And a fat hand from Bob Killer, as you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and guess that he's gonna throw all four of these big cards back. Yep. Okay. Oh, and he picks up a Spectral Knight. I love this card in Druid. I really love this card in Druid. It fell out of the meta. I'm not exactly sure why.
Yeah.
Um, I guess it's just there's not that much room for the 5-drop, but it's so good.
Innervate Spectral Knight? Or
Do
do
it.
you turn
You
No, or
do
do you
it.
turn to play Dr. Boom?
Ah man, this is the
That's what he's wondering.
this is so hard. He's going patient. He's not gonna bring the turn one Spectral Knight.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
turn to Dr. Boom.
yeah,
That's the
turn two Doctor.
dream, right?
It's pretty good. Let's see
Uh,
what. Oh, and a Wild Growth. Do you even Wild Growth? And then
no,
three Doctor
no,
Boom.
nope,
Like he's
no.
thinking about it. He's like, he's got the coin in his hand. He's like, wait, Wild Growth turn. Nah.
This is too
Boom.
cool.
Double
This is too
innervate
cool.
into
Yeah,
boom.
you're
Get
gonna
wrecked.
do it. You have to.
Does he have an answer, Billy? I don't see his hand.
Yeah, he has Big Game Hunter.
Ooh. See, that's the punish play. See, that's why Spectral Knight is so good. Spectral Knight would not have been dealt with that easily.
That's true. This is greedy. This is
Super
greedy.
greedy.
Yeah,
But I mean,
probably even Wild Growth was better. But this is
who
too. I
knows?
mean,
You
this is
kind of have to.
esports, right?
Yeah. The
You have
esports
to
is Dr. OP on turn two.
exactly. I feel like there's a bucket list for Hearthstone,
Hmm.
like play turn 2 Dr. Boom.
A natural
Um,
mistake. I don't
yeah.
know, man. Top deck turn two Wild Growth. It's he. I don't know.
Oh,
If we didn't see the Dr. Boom, it would have been cool, but so he does go to turn three Wild Growth. Not as good as turn two Wild Growth, but the Druids are kind of just whacking each other around with the hero powers a little bit now. The Boombots have
yep.
settled. It looks like overall that Dr. Boom did about 5 DPS to the enemy, or like a little bit more with the armor, but still.
Yeah.
So turn
Um,
4 Spectral Knight instead of turn 1 Spectral Knight.
so 4 cards, 5 damage, essentially. The value.
He did ramp up.
And another Wild Growth.
Mm,
All right. Still not a lot to play with those Wild Growths. I mean, we have combo,
yeah.
but opponent's still at 30. Let's see. Yeah, I was thinking about Wrathing. Yeah, that's true. Combo plus Innervate is like double Savage Roar if he draws that. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know what he's. Yeah, it's just there's nothing else for him to do. He's just got a hero power and hit the face.
Hero power.
Yep, and another Savage Roar. So kind of awkward hands from both players.
Hmm. You kind
Um,
of got to use these rats to cycle at this point.
yeah, I mean double wrath cycle hero
Hmm.
power.
Yeah, that's what I would do
That's
for sure.
fine.
I mean, the wrath is a good removal, but with such a dead hand, you need to draw your combo.
Yeah, you gotta get or just something to play. You just need
Right.
something.
Right.
And I mean,
He has no plays for the rest of the game. He's going to be top decking. So just using that wrath to cycle through at this turn, making this turn a dead turn, which would be anyway if you don't do it. And
right.
decides to not do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I like our play better, Jay.
Me too. But that's why we're casters. We're not even
Yeah.
playing. Rip.
We're just essentially just
Backseat.
judgmental.
Yeah, we're just backseat judging these guys. Ah, he didn't hero power. Look at that. Pro players. Lol, lol, lol.
Yeah,
But
I would.
anyways, that was
Yeah.
me. I take full blame on that one.
So
Okay. So, no rats, no follow-up plays. What's in Bailey's hand? That he
Bailey
can
has
use?
swipe, innervate, savage roar, force of nature, and wrath.
Swipe, innervate. Okay, so he's got some combos. He's got some answers. He's got some innervate.
Yeah, but I mean
No questions.
this spectral knight is sort of sitting here.
Yeah, and that's why I think that if he did it on turn one, he would have been sitting there for an extra 3 turns, which would have been an extra 12 DPS.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you were right.
Ooh, Thyrus. Nice.
Yeah, that's a
Something
nice
to do.
card. Yeah, exactly. A thing to play.
Something to do. But if he wrath last turn, then he would have had 2 other cards to buff now. Yeah,
Great point.
whatever.
Point. Oh, and here's Sylvanas. Here to mess up your day.
Yeah, that's hard to deal with. No silences, no keepers.
Yeah. Well,
But does he have maybe lethal? So Savage Draw plus Swipe.
uh,
So 6 plus 10 plus 11. It's like, nope, that's lethal, right?
is it?
No,
9,
can't be.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
9,
18,
10,
19, 20. I think it's
22
20.
damage. Right. Plus hero power is 1, so he's 1 off lethal. I think.
I think I was counting hero power.
Oh, were you?
I think.
How
I
to
was counting.
math? So it's 6 that the Savage Roar gives, 4 from
Yep.
Swipe, that's 10. Boom. Then it's 9 on board, that's 19, plus 1 hero power is 20, so you're right, okay. Ooh,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm
Lore.
pretty pro. Pretty pro
Pretty pro.
counter. Go all the
Pro,
way to 20.
pro at the maths. Better than Jitonic, that's all that matters. Um,
Not
how's he
as
going
good
to
as a
deal with
mod.
this? How is he going to deal with the Sylvanas? He wants to have his Emperor stay alive for another turn at least, so I don't think that he's going to want to trade that into it. Or maybe even risk giving it to him. So, Ancient of Lore and draw, maybe? He's sort of out of any
Yeah.
lethal combination, so might as
Ancient
well.
Lore draw and then go face and try to forget that Sylvanas is there on the board.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess you trade Sylvanas into Emperor
Hmm.
and then be happy with whichever pull you get here.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reload, there's a lot of Emperor turns, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it go his way.
Mm.
But, Sylvanas can pretty uh, impact the board pretty well.
So we did switch Sylvanas out. Yeah, I think that was a pretty good turnaround for Bailey, for sure. Let's see. But Druid still has some options. Druid has some good ways to dig itself out. Some more draw. Has the burst with Force of Nature. Let's see. We're gonna see these wraths. Just to try to draw into something playable. Let's see. Looks like we're gonna see yeah, he's thinking about. I mean, it's kind of an awkward hand. I think Sylvanas. Yeah, that seems fine. Well, I mean, the awkward thing is you can just trade both of those minions in to Sylvanas so that he doesn't get anything from it.
Right. Essentially, he played a 6-mana 5/5 taunt on
Yeah.
turn 9.
And here's Cenarius.
Yeah. So after clearing the board, the zombie child doesn't even get his full defect, I guess.
Right.
And then you could just load up the board with Scenarios, which is actually pretty hard to deal with from the opponent's side, unless he has spell damage swipe. Does he have lethal? No. Combo 14 plus
Yep.
6 plus 10.
Man,
Why
wait,
math?
why would you play Cenarius first?
Nah, definitely not to play Scenarios
Yeah,
first.
no.
If it's not lethal, then you obviously trade into Scenarios.
Yeah.
Obviously.
What?
Wrath. Yeah, he wants to cycle now.
Oh, okay.
But then he can't
What?
Scenarios next turn. Oh, he can Shade Innervate Scenarios. But wait, why did he give him a free zombie child?
I don't really know.
He's scared of dying. He wants to use a zombie child to heal.
Wait, what?
He didn't want to give the zombie child effect to the enemy.
Yeah, but why didn't he innervate Cenarius? Because now he's dead to combo
Now he's
anyway.
dead to combo, yeah.
Right? You just innervate Cenarius if you're gonna go for that play.
Yeah, definitely would have innovated Scenarios. So, leaving the board with a 2/2 stealth versus a 5/8 with 2/2s kind of made a big deal in that turn. So we're going to see Bob Kill actually go ahead and take it over Bailey for that last play. Obviously, it wasn't just that last play, but the momentum in Bob's hand was enough to clear the game. That was a pretty good Sylvanas.
Yeah, definitely. It was a game-changing Sylvanas. All right. So great job to Bob.
Mm-hmm.
And also to Bailey. So
And also to Bailey.
Bailey has won one match, lost one match, so still has a possibility to advance, I believe.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna keep watching Bob.
Bailey still or Bob now?
Or Bailey? I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe we should keep it consistent, or who knows? If we're gonna follow him, we might as well creepy stalker follow him all the way home, right?
Yeah, that's fair. We're kind of like his weird like cheerleading group.
You know who we are? We're like Navi. Hey, listen! Hey, hero power! Hey, look at this!
Annoying, not especially useful.
Yeah, not very useful. In retrospect, probably could have figured all that stuff out on your own. Kind of just there, bouncing around, saying stuff, wishing you could get sapped.
But Navi is iconic and a very important part of that game.
Yes. Without Navi, it wouldn't have been Legend of Zelda. Legend of Zelda. Who else is in their group? I'm trying to find. Looks like there's somebody else there.
That's good. Kazuki. I like when there's other people in groups. Crack myself up. So we are following the winner. So we're gonna see when the person we watched before, Wendar. There we go. Versus Bob.
Bob. Oh wow! So then we have so much information about all these guys. We can make accurate before the game starts because we have information on these players. All right. So what do you think is going to happen in this matchup, Shelby?
Well, that would be great if I could remember what. So Wendar was.
Notepad, please.
Notepad, please. Nerf notepad, please. So Wendar was priest.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
and.
No, Bailey was priest.
You don't remember either.
Wendar was warrior for sure. I know he loves a warrior. And then he brought.
Have the deck information here.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't use a notepad either.
Sapcasters.
Yeah. Well, we know for a fact that Bob has a druid.
That's true.
Yeah, and the Malagos lock, right? That was Bob?
I think so. Yes. I think Wendar was priest. Now you're making me double guess myself. I don't even
Oh, yeah,
know.
because he won with the priest, and then wait, he, yeah. Oh man,
Well, we'll find out.
yeah,
Fine.
we need a little refreshment, but it's okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
We'll
We'll
see
see
when
what
it happens. Yeah,
here.
let's just
Yeah,
pretend
it'll be a
let's just
surprise.
pretend we don't know anything about these guys. I wonder what's gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah, who's
Pretty
Wendar?
pointless.
I'm really excited to see them both play for the first time ever.
But I know that Window's gonna use warrior for sure.
Well, yeah, because everyone's gonna use warrior for sure.
Hmm. Pretty much every time I've seen Windar play, he's always using warrior.
Okay, well I was wrong. Wendar is warrior, warlock, paladin.
Okay, got him.
Yep, and Bob
Perfect.
is warlock, hunter, druid.
Yeah.
Right, because we saw the Smort game,
Hmm. Yeah, the
and
face.
then Mallylock and
Those are pretty
druid. We just saw.
like opposite end of the spectrum type decks. The
I
combo and
like it.
face.
I like it.
And, yeah. It's pretty good. It's nice to see a little diversity, but they are pretty. Malagos. You wouldn't say it's an aggressive deck, but it does have a lot of damage that it can do from hand. So is the druid. So in that sense, it could be aggressive. Just that you have to play around these like huge numbers. Sometimes if there's a good Emperor turn or two,
Right.
sometimes you have to play around like a 32 damage lethal from the Malagos or druid. So you saw Windar go down to that double Force of Nature Savager combo, which is just completely brutal. Nobody
It's
wants to
rough.
see 6 trees with like a
So
million
many
attack each.
trees.
Too many
So many
trees. As a fan
trees.
of trees, I can actually attest that is way too many trees.
Way too many. You can't see the forest for the trees. Okay. Did we see Wendar's Pally deck?
I don't think so.
I don't think we did either.
No, I would have
Uh,
probably talked about that because I love
Probably.
Paladin. I would have been like, oh, Paladin this and that, and I'm an expert. Okay, so we're gonna see Windar start the game. I'm gonna put my
All
money
right.
into that Windar's gonna queue up as control warrior. Okay, turn one.
You are wrong.
We're on.
Warlock,
Oh snap!
Warlock.
Oh snap! I eat my words. Double warlock.
Yeah, you bet me $50 on that, right?
I
I
have
accept.
250 dust.
I.
Yeah. Enjoy a free rare or whatever.
Thanks, man.
Got you.
I got.
Can't even give you dust either.
I know.
Fake
I
dust.
know.
I'll
It
go on
was
your
my
account and
birthday.
I'll win a pack for you.
There we go. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, you
Yeah.
know what it
Right.
is?
You'll
Next
tank.
time, you have that quest, watch somebody win. Just watch me, and I got you.
Okay.
Dust. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'll watch you lose.
Oh snap!
Yeah. I know.
So
So.
Wendar has a mid-range demon zoo. You see the Mal'Ganis in the hand. Pretty different than the other zoo that we saw today. So let's see how it plays out. Turn one
And
thing
Dark
gets
Dawn.
punished. Yeah,
Boom.
but
Coin. Imp Gang Boss.
and here's a misplay. We see him use the Imp Gang boss that he had in his hand. Um, you always gotta use the top deck, no matter what. I mean, even if you don't want to BM, you gotta put that into your mind, the opponent's mind, like, hey, they just top deck this turn 3. Oh my gosh, they're such a lucker. I'm never gonna win this game. But
It is entirely a mind game. You're right.
I mean, not a lot of people are savvy to these next level J-Tonic plays, so I'm just gonna let you guys know. Always use that. Always get in your opponent's head.
Always use
Every
the top
advantage
deck.
matters. Always use the top deck. Unless
Well,
you're
but
you're like, on the big stage of BlizzCon and you don't want people to think that you're an asshole, then you use perfect lethal from hand or whatever. But
yeah. Well, I mean, that's not what Forsen does. I guess
yeah.
I guess I shouldn't base my life
Oh,
decisions off what Forsen does.
wow. Look at this.
Hey,
See that play?
4.
So Imp 4 Plosion on an Imp Gang boss, which clears it. It could have been really punished, but just such a huge tempo swing from that 4 roll.
That's
And no
huge.
AoE from the zoo. It's going to be hard to deal with. He's going to have to pretty much throw his dudes in there. And
So
Implosion of
many
his
imp.
own is kind of weak. Yeah, so he taps here with a
Yep.
full hand for a second
Oh,
Implosion. Puts an egg down for
oh.
possible abuse of next turn. Tries to get rid of these whelps. Many whelps handle it. Oh man.
Oh, and Mortal Coil. It's
Okay.
rough. That's rough.
So let's see if he can maybe draw a Void Caller. That would be pretty good here since he's got some big fat demons that he can definitely use some tempo to swing them out on the board.
Yeah.
Belcher is going to pretty much stop the tempo of the zoo. unless we see a nice implosion abusive turn here.
That's possible. And just not roll a 2.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, he rolled a 4, right? So you gotta at least roll a 3. There you go.
okay, all
Imp
right.
4 Plosion. This game is perfectly balanced. It's cool.
Yeah,
He's,
as long as both people roll 4s,
yeah,
everything's fine.
he's
See, now we see the switch has tempo is switched back. Okay, nothing is as it seems.
yeah. But I mean, the AoE out of the Malagos is gonna be a potential problem if
Oh,
he's to play it.
Siphon Soul, interesting. I like the stack. I like Bob's Malagos deck.
Bob's got a good, nice Malagos deck.
Yeah,
It's impressive.
nice job, Bob.
Good job, Bob. The Earthen Ring comes down, sort of like equalizes everything. But the mid-range Zoo has momentum this turn. Let's see what he can do with it. Maybe an implosion for 3
Yeah.
or 4 would be awesome here. Let's see. It looks like he's gonna go for it. So, oh no, he chooses to go the
Oh,
safe way, and Imp Gang Boss into Flame Imp kind of plays into AOE.
yeah.
I mean, sort of. Soul would have implosion, right? And he's going Smork.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then at least there wouldn't have been a 3/3 on the board.
yeah.
But looks like we're gonna. Oh,
He's just smorking. He's like, I don't care about Shadow Flame. I don't care about Hellfire. I don't care. Maybe that he was playing around Hellfire. Who knows?
he's playing Chromagus, which
Ooh.
I haven't seen. I haven't seen Mallylock play.
Yeah, it's
I
actually
did it,
a very unique one.
Bob. Give me your deck
Bob,
list, man.
so awesome deck. Chromagus. So Chromagus has pretty good synergy with the Warlock Hero Power, I'd say. You know,
Yeah,
draw
and
5 million
with
cards per turn.
so the thing about Blackwing Corruptor is that so you have 2 Azure Drakes, 2 Twilight Drakes, and Malagos. So that's 5 dragons for 2 Blackwing Corruptors. So it can be a little sticky sometimes. You can get Blackwing stuck in your hand. So I really like the addition of just like one more dragon in Chromagus. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Some people used to play like Nefarian or Ysera, or just like, shove one big boy in there just to make a little bit more use of your dragon synergy cards, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh.
Ah, a 2 roll.
I think this is fine. I would throw the other one into BGH and then just let it kill the 5/2 because
Easy.
Boombots are your bros. Huh.
Easy.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Easy
like that.
game, easy life.
Game easy life.
Now you just power overwhelming and make a big guy with Doom Void Terror.
Sounds good.
Does he have a BGH to answer it?
Nope. He has a Siphon Soul.
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you just Void Walker and then tap another turn. Oh, not tap.
Oh, no tap. Interesting.
He's like, hey guys, I wasn't gonna tap anyways. Wasn't misplay.
He's gonna play Emperor and not play. He has to play Siphon Soul, or else he's dead. So yeah, Earthen Ring, Siphon Soul. That's a play. You're back up to 20. That seems pretty awesome.
You're not really scared of the 1/3 or the 1/1.
Nah.
But oh, he's going with the implosion instead of Mal'Ganis, and another 4. What the heck? Yo, can we get a counter on how many Implore implosions there have been in this game?
Okay,
And he's still not
I'm gonna
tapping
start.
because he's
This is
got
the
Doomguard.
third one. This is the third one. So we're gonna keep a running tally of Tuesday Night Hype 31. How many Implosions? How many Huffers? And I think that's it. We'll find out.
Well, no AoE is going to spell disaster for him. That's not AoE.
Oh,
Look at how big these little dudes
that
are.
was a 5. Okay, so that was a 5, which is
A
the highest roll
5
possible.
implosion. It's
So I'm
probably
counting
the
that.
highest we've ever seen in the history of Hearthstone. 5 imps. All right, can somebody in chat count how many freaking imps there have been played in this game?
Oh my god.
We need an imp count. We need somebody on imp count duty. But this Mal'Ganis with the Void Walker off the top, so
Yeah.
good. Is that lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1 damage off lethal.
Oh.
So do you trade here? Or do you just say, YOLO, I have
Oh.
Zoom Guard in hand?
Yeah. Deal with it.
YOLO.
What are you gonna do? You can't tap.
Maybe if you tabbed before the last 2 turns, he would have had a Power Overwhelming or an Abusive Sergeant this turn. But looks like he might win anyway.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Probably gonna win anyways.
Yep. Killbot's not gonna save you now. Well, Iron, Owl Healbot? Still Doomguard is a thing. And you don't have any way to kill.
Yeah.
So
If
he's
there wasn't
thinking,
any AoE before, then there's no AoE this time.
yeah, he's thinking Argus. But he can't Argus and Healbot. And Argus doesn't help anyway. He's dead.
Yeah.
I don't see a way out.
Mal'Ganis OP, man.
So
Especially with
so
all these 4 rolls. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd rather have 4 imps to buff with my Mal'Ganis. Every time.
Oh yeah, every single time. Okay, so this is what.
Double Doomguard. Nice.
Double Doomguard.
And he doesn't use the top deck one, even though it would have showed the other one. Come on.
You gotta kill off the owl too with one of your imps. For the 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, man.
All right, yeah, that was
Nice
a
match.
impful. Sure, that was a game that had probably over 50 imps in it.
That was
I'm gonna say it.
way,
Maybe less than that. I don't know. So many.
way too many imps for one set of casters to keep track of. That's just put it that
Exactly.
way.
It's too many.
And I've been
Mercy.
trying for the last 2 minutes to come up with imp puns, but alas, I cannot.
I know. I have to. I came up with imptastic, which isn't even a pun. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's not stupid. You tried, and that's what really matters. We're just not gonna get sapped. We're gonna do our best to not get sapped, and
okay.
please don't sap us.
We're gonna get vanished. We're gonna get prep vanished.
Okay. Well, we're going into next
Okay.
week to talk about Hearthstone stuff now. Cool.
Okay.
Still
I
no
guess.
imp puns. I want to
Alright.
actually Google imp puns for next time. Okay, yeah, we get to see the Paladin. Awesome. Paladin is so cool. Paladin is overpowered. Molten Giant! Wow!
What?
Giant, we're seeing Hand Paladin
Hand Paladin.
with a Sun Fury
Fury
Protector. I
Protector?
wouldn't be surprised to see Holy Wrath. Holy Wrath will actually do 20
God.
damage with Molten Giant.
Oh my god.
Just to let you guys know
I
that
like
actually does work.
Everything about this. Yeah, because it's
so-
still a.
Yep,
Yes, Holy
look-
Wrath!
Wrath,
Called
boom, called it. So good at Paladin
Oh.
Pro, VS Paladin Pro, J-Tonic. Alright. So this is actually a control paladin. So people say that control paladin doesn't exist. There's Healadin, which is just basically like type in heal in the the little chat box thing, and when you're picking up your guys and click everything, and then boom, you have Healbot. But seeing Molten, seeing like Sun Furies, this is really interesting. And like we were talking about the Eversection Priest before these games started, having your own sort of deck. It's awesome, man. It's awesome to watch. It's awesome to see win. It's awesome to brag about, most of all. So let's see if you can, back it up.
Alex Straza! So cool.
Yeah.
I love everything about this.
hmm
The funny thing is that Bob is sitting here and has no idea, like, of the strange stuff that is about to come down.
Yeah. Even if he was watching the match from the first one, Wendar didn't show his paladin,
Right.
so he had
Right.
no way of watching this. But now everybody else knows. So rip Wendar.
Yep. Sorry, Wendar. Secret is out.
Secret is out, and
It's a little awkward.
it's gonna be on Reddit. Sorry.
Yep. All over Reddit.
Yeah, and we're actually gonna take credit for it too. So
Yeah. It was all us.
rip.
And Hellfire.
Hellfire makes his own dude, gets him a dude, and clears other dudes, and imp dudes versus silver hand dudes.
Oh.
I don't know who's got the advantage.
This is a pretty awkward hand for Paladin, is it
Yeah, so
not?
that's what happens when you make your own decks. You sort of you don't have the added benefit of having the whole Hearthstone community play your deck for you.
Yeah,
So it's kind of hard to test out decks. So it's hard to get like the right curve, the right draw, everything like that. Double
yeah.
equality, double Stone Fury is just not really cutting it right now.
Nah.
Um, maybe if you could get him down to 20 HP, then he can Holy Wrath him for lethal next turn.
Do you just try it? Do you
Yeah,
just go for it?
you
Yeah.
you would definitely 100% on curve Holy Wrath for 20. Always. Every time.
Oh, Flood Belcher is gonna ruin that dream though.
Yeah. Rip. Ah, do you
Uh,
quality consecrate? Not really.
I don't know.
I mean, we got to see how he plays, all right? This is his deck. He's got to. We can't even say anything. We can't
Yeah,
even cast this game. We
yeah.
have no idea how to do this.
Enough with the
Please teach
peanut
us.
gallery.
Yeah,
Yes,
teach us
we're
your
we're
ways.
learning from you, Windar.
So he's got two qualities. He's just going to use one.
Yeah, you just
No.
gotta go for it, right? It's a little awkward.
Consecration.
Everything about this has been a little awkward,
Mm-hmm.
but that's okay because this is so cool.
Quality coin consecration to get rid of like some like dudes is but with this fatty hand, what else are you gonna do?
Well, it's fine because he's gonna Holy Wrath face next turn and win the
Right,
game.
for lethal.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, he
That's
doesn't have another turn 6 play. So if he plays, let's see, like he plays Azure Drake this turn. Okay, he's not going to. Let's say he did. Or do you play the Holy Wrath on the creature? Or you just do it on face and hope that you get a 20?
So do you believe in the heart of the cards or not? Is basically what you're asking me. And
Yeah.
I 100% look at that top deck lay on hands, and that means that you're one card deeper into your Moltens. So that means you have two Moltens in your deck, 20 cards. You have a 10% chance of lethaling right here.
Do it.
Right?
Do
Is
it.
my math right? Just go
Yeah.
2
Heart
out
of
of
the
20
card.
chance to win the game, bro. And you draw no matter what. It's not like he can do anything else. He does it! He goes for it and.
Oh,
Ah, True Silver. Way to ruin the day, True Silver.
womp.
Man, womp womp.
Oh,
Still a lot of
that's okay.
damage, though. I mean,
Yeah, he's still at 12.
it's
I
like a
mean, he has
giant
your
hammer of
axis.
wrath.
Yeah, that's true. For
Just a
5.
fat old
That's
hammer
fine.
of wrath. So, he's just gonna heal up now and say, lol, missed. You missed your 360 no scope. Alright, on curve,
Sunlock.
Guardian of Kings.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Guardian of Kings sucks because of Dr. Boom existing, but like we just gotta remember, like, hey, sometimes there are other cards to play on turn 7.
No, there aren't. No, I love Guardian of Kings. I love heal in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite.
The thing about heal is that it shuts down aggro so hard, but it does not provide nearly enough the amount of tempo versus like any other deck.
Yeah,
So, you know,
that's true.
it is good to like get yourself out of like lethal range and stuff like that. Like there comes a point when you're going against that druid and you're like, all right, well, I guess there's no way for me to ever drop below 14, and then just have
Right.
a little bit of an extra heal helps you with that. Not have to
Yeah,
worry about it.
great. It's great. I think it's especially really valuable in arena.
Hmm.
I
Oh yeah,
think maybe more valuable in arena.
yeah. So you're actually the VS Arena champion, from what I hear.
The champion?
Yeah, you are
Wow.
a VS Arena player. You're the Kriparian to our solo mid.
Wow.
Yep. You're the
Roasted.
Hafu to our Cloud9.
Yes. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a
Gross.
little better, but I do like both of them very
Oh no.
much. Yeah, I am definitely more of an arena player than a constructed player. I started playing Hearthstone seriously because of Hafu, because I found her like first as like a professional Hearthstone player and started watching her. But I came over from Magic where I was a drafter, so I was like
Oh, okay.
arena makes sense
Yeah.
to me.
Easy.
What is constructed? I hate constructed.
Give me all these random cards. Watch me own.
Yeah, exactly. I love playing with bad cards. That's what I always say. That's
Ooh.
why I like. Okay.
So hold on, wait. Did we just see a
Oh,
Molten Giant come right after the True Silver Champion? Did
No,
we?
there was a card in between.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say that would have been so sad, missing
There
lethal
was
by one turn.
Sunwalker in between.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I was
Still,
thinking the
still
same
pretty
thing.
sad. Ah,
So we can Molten Giant or I
just
don't
seems
know.
so
What do you
weird.
do here?
Well, if you True Silver and attack into the 5/3, that brings you down to 12, which means that you can actually Molten and Sun Fury after that.
Nice.
Or do you just Sea Giant and lose the game? Or Sea Giant and Sun Fury?
Yeah, I liked your play better. I
There's just so
mean,
much burst potential.
ooh, like this big game hunter.
Right.
Yeah, 5, 8, 10.
Hmm. Maybe saving a Quality Consecrate was okay. I mean, he played the deck that he knows how to play, right? So he was playing to get that Molten Giant lethal. And that would have
Yeah.
just been like, that would have been trolled in, like,
Oh yeah.
quality stuff.
We're recording too. So he doesn't play anything else. He doesn't play the heal bot.
You know what? He could have drawn into a second, what's it called? Holy Wrath.
Holy Wrath.
And then got lethal that way, but he didn't. He can heal, though. He can lay on hands. But I don't think
Yeah.
it's going to save him, is it?
Um. No, I mean he's played
16.
both Sun Fury protectors. He doesn't have the mana to play like a Defender of Argus if he has it. Um. It's 16 for.
He's a little bit off lethal if he does that. From just the board.
Uh.
Ooh, there's the Holy
Holy
Wrath.
Wrath.
See, he should have just ripped that first.
So
Man.
Warlock has 15 on board.
Yeah.
So he needs one more, and
Oh, a well played emote. He's going face. He's going face.
he doesn't have it.
Oh, maybe he was
Oh
just.
wait, did I miscount? I'm confused.
Oh, Draxus is 3.
Oh,
You forgot.
oh, Draxus. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Draxus is 9 mana, deal 3 damage.
You face Jiraxis.
Whoop.
Jiraxis.
Very unfortunate. I would have
Oh,
loved to see that deck do well.
he
Man,
just
Holy
moused
Wrath.
over Holy Wrath too. Like, oh,
Uh,
why didn't you work for me? Oh, rip.
just gotta pray to
Oh,
those RNG gods a little bit more.
yeah.
But
You
it's a
gotta.
very fun deck, and kudos for even
No, that
bringing it.
was super fun. That was super fun, and yeah, kudos for bringing it. Kudos for going for the play, the Holy Wrath face play. Yeah, very cool. Very glad that we saw that.
Hmm. And like 2 cards away from actually having the Molten, so it's like pretty close to probably happening.
Yeah, like you
Ten
said, it was
percent.
2 and 20.
Yeah, you just go for it.
Yeah, you
Double
played
Holy
played
Wrath.
crowds.
He has 2 of them, which is kind of cool. And he's got Lay on Hands, Alexstrasza, Double Moltens, Sea Giant. There's just so much damage.
He can
That
bring it again. Do
yeah,
you bring it again or do you? He's bringing it
yeah,
again.
you bring it again. Let's go. You got the
Yeah.
Aldor to deal with turn 2 boom. You're good.
Yeah.
You got the Mustard to force a turn 4 swipe.
Yeah. He did have pretty slow early game last game, so maybe we'll see something. Or is that just to be expected? You're just like, okay, it's gonna be really slow for the first. Oh no! Holy Wrath and Molten Giant in his opening hand.
Ooh,
Rough. That's rough. Like, ugh, that is not likely.
oh man.
Man. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get a little bit salty after that. You're like, okay, this is my combo, and it's just sitting in my hand. Like, why?
Having a little bit of a spectator issue, so bear with us.
Let's see.
Druids always seem to have a little bit of an issue.
Yes, they do. All right, so it looks like Bob Killer Innervate Coin Piloted Shredder, turn 1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he has a Shade and a to follow it up.
Do you quality
So
the
it's
4-3?
ugh. Um.
No.
Oh.
He's going for it!
Whoa!
What the heck? I
I
thought that
thought.
was JK.
Yeah, I thought you were kidding.
Well, he's gonna muster it next turn, but I mean, that's like this guy is just throwing his equalities all over the place. He's kind of loose with his equalities.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It might have been too slow if you didn't do that.
Yeah. Ooh, acidic swamp ooze. Too bad the battle cry doesn't work.
Yeah, that's annoying. Another wild growth. Just ping off one of these 1/1s. Or he's gonna go for shade instead. Huh. Just because he doesn't have something to play, I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the wild growth ping a bit better there.
Um, he kind of just wants to get the shade out there pretty much ASAP. Even
Yeah.
though wild growth would have been okay. Yeah, then who knows?
It's turn 4 though. Like, aren't you too afraid of consecrate?
Yeah, yeah. So it was a risky play, but you know how long are you gonna play around consecrate? If he has it, he has it.
That's fair.
The Argus on 2 dudes is actually really good. It makes those dudes like 3 times better each. So pretty good dudes.
Yeah, I like that. I like that play.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So can we see a lethal here? With the Holy Wrath. He's going for it. Is he?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go face anyway, right?
Yeah, but is he gonna
I
get
mean,
lethal
yeah.
with turn 5?
Well, what else do you do this turn? You got a Holy Wrath. I mean, now it's
Come
only
on,
1
bro.
in
Yeah,
22.
he's got a 1 in 22, but avenge yourself, man. You missed it
But
last
still,
time. Oh, what are we gonna?
uh,
Oh, and for 9! Oh my gosh, the
no!
damage! That's
No.
one spicy meatball coming out of Wendar. Oh man. And he's down to
Oh,
11 HPs. If he could rip another Holy Wrath and do some more shenanigans, maybe he can win this game. I mean, those
yeah.
Alders are gonna keep the shade pretty, shut
This is
down.
a good deck. It doesn't rely, like, it doesn't need to rely on drawing that 2020. Like, it still can get a lot of work done. You're gonna see Ancient of Lore come down. It's gonna, I imagine he's gonna heal with it.
hmm It's definitely a funky deck.
Yeah, I like it. Oh, he's gonna draw. I don't know. That's risky to me. That's super risky to me. What does
Well, I
Wendar
mean,
have in hand?
Wendar's got a Molten, a Sun Fury, 2 Aldors, Alexstrasza, and a Leon hands.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's quite a bit of stuff to play. I wouldn't be surprised to see double Aldor here. Just get those guys to shut up a little bit. Um, or maybe just one and sacrifice the dude into the 4-2. There's not that much else to do, so getting those 3/3 bodies is not bad. And it looks like he's
Yeah.
not going to use any of them. Oh,
Whoa.
he wants to bring his self down so that he can Molten soon, I think. He
Oh,
wants to
okay.
Molten
Gotcha.
Soul Fury.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's playing around combo that way, even though it's turn 8.
Oh, he's getting ready. Getting ready to
Yeah,
play around combo.
he's just getting the shields up.
Yep. Well, and Innervate comes, so that was smart. As he would have been dead this turn, and is he still dead this turn?
Hmm.
Um,
Force of Nature.
Innervate, Savage Roar.
Is he dead?
I don't
Kappa?
think so.
Math plus?
How
What
do I
the
math?
heck?
Don't
Wait,
know.
why
No,
didn't
he's
he
not
just
dead.
use the 4-2 to clear the oh, I guess it doesn't really matter. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna see.
Oh, nice top deck.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet top deck.
Does he play around double combo?
I mean,
You kind of have to either way. You're not going to double Aldor here. And if you're going to Aldor, you might as well just Guardian of Kings, right?
yeah, you have to just play Guardian.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do?
What else you going to do? He's got a lot of heals. You can get back in this game.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
The
You can try to.
one of the win conditions is gone. But
Yeah,
he
I
could
would
draw
be
to that
feeling
second
drawn to the second
combo.
combo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be close, actually. This the Spectral Knight is gonna be a little annoying. We're gonna see Lay on Hands, and he does have Alex Straza for later.
Sorry for my click lag. Yeah, you kind of just well. See, the Shredder and Aldor is actually a pretty good play here too. You get the board. Playing Lay on Hands, it doesn't give you any board. It gives you cards. Do you really need cards? I mean,
He
it
just
plays
doesn't.
around also second combo.
Yeah.
Molten Giant.
Molten Giant. No.
Don't want you in hand when I have full health, plus. Ooh,
Yeah,
lethal.
really. Most
Set,
of Belcher.
shut down. Shut down that Hammer of Wrath lethal. Hmm. So Mustard actually has pretty good synergy with Sea Giant. Too bad he can't play them together.
Yeah.
If he doesn't double Aldor here, I'm just going to be pretty upset.
Yeah, I think you definitely double Elder now. Well, 3/6.
It's the way
But
to
then, like,
remove the most damage.
what do you do with the other? You
I
don't.
guess it's not a winning play, right?
Yeah. I don't know if
So
it's the best use of the mana. I guess it is.
maybe one of them and then Dude and Defender of Argus, both of the dudes, maybe? It's still not a winning play.
Oh, no.
I mean, this is actually worse, right? Or actually, the taunt is pretty good. Yeah, the taunt is good. I guess this is better than double Argus and Dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have a way to taunt up the Sea Giant.
True. And the Molten.
Mm. And we do see Bob have 2 keepers in hand.
Oh, so even if he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, even if he did, but I don't know. I feel like you want to save your Argus. Maybe not. I don't know. You want to keep it come down. I was thinking about it anyway.
Mm-hmm. So if Wendar loses this one, then Bob goes on to the next.
Right.
But, okay.
Right.
So Wendar's really got to get a win with this Holy Wrath Pally.
He's thinking about it. Okay.
There's a keeper. It's 1-1 right now, I think. Yeah, it's 1-1.
Wait. What? Why did he hit the 2/2 with hero power when he was just going to throw Lothab into it anyway?
Maybe he just thinks that he's got the game in the hand right now.
He's like elaborate BM.
Yeah. What's the card in his hand?
Keeper.
Oh, so that's 2. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4.
He just needs.
It's 2 damage off if he clears the Belcher. So, is there any way for him to survive? If he uses Muster, he can
like...
double Sea Giant. So good.
Yeah, but where's your Defender Vargas? Oh wait, you already used it.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Maybe he would have died if he didn't, or you know.
Yeah, maybe he would have. I don't know.
I think you want to do the silence. I mean the Aldor on the 4/6. Not that it makes a difference really, but
Right. Yeah, because how else are you gonna deal with the 4/6? So we just top deck Shade.
it's not DPS.
Still got Keeper.
Is that enough for lethal? No, he's 2 off.
No.
Okay. So does that mean that he loses? Or is he going to clear?
Uh, I think he has to clear,
Right.
but can he fully clear?
Not really.
Uh,
He can't even survive, right? Keeper there.
yeah, I think Windar just wins this one.
Boom. Holy wrath. I mean, just put a bunch of mid dudes and a bunch of heals and some holy wrath and good to go, I guess.
I guess. Yeah.
Actually, no. You can't kill him. Yeah. Sunwalker keeps him alive a little bit more.
Yep. Oh man. And it's tough because he's got Alex, but he's at 15.
Right.
It's like you think of Alex as like a healing card, and you're like, well. So yeah, you're gonna
Sunwalker,
play
Shredder.
Sunwalker, Shredder,
Get rid of that
and
1-2
oh,
in
that
his
1/2,
face.
one off.
I mean,
So
do you want
oh,
him single phase?
Savage Roar. This is gonna be lethal, right? Savage Roar. Yeah.
Ooh, Savage
Yeah.
Roar off the top.
Yeah.
That is rough, but it's exact.
Man.
Oh my god, it's not exact lethal, but it's the top
Oh,
deck that he needed. Exactly that one card, right?
so frustrating. That is
Oh
so
my
frustrating to
gosh.
be Wendar
And
in
he's
this.
BMing too, like he's not even attacking. Right? Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
He's
That's
BMing.
rough.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wendar. We were
So
rooting for you. We wanted
tried
the
really hard. One off lethal, man.
tally. One off lethal Savage Roar off the top. Esports.
Hey man, this is the variance of the game, and you could be a good player with good decks and fun decks, but sometimes you just get Savage or top deck, and there's nothing you can do about it. So
Yep.
that's what
You
it
just,
was. But
just come back. All right, so I think we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Just
yep.
refuel a little bit, take a
Mhm.
breather, and we'll be back in 5 minutes with. This is gonna be round one after the groups, right? Or no?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if the groups are over yet. We might
Groups
follow
probably
some
aren't over yet.
people.
All right, so
We'll see.
we'll be back with more group play. So we will be back in just a few minutes. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep.
Vicious Syndicate Tuesday night hype.
Syndicate.
Whoa.
Hype.